but this is from somebody up here that. Go ahead.
Unpopular opinion. Most men are not bad communicators, but a lot of women are conversation bullies. You have decided prior to speaking to your man what happened, how it happened, when it happened, where it happened, and who it happened with, long before he's had a chance to even give his side of the story. Now, whenever you come to speak to him and he's trying to talk to you, you continue to cut him off. You continue to interrupt him. And now he's just sitting there going, okay, whatever. And he let you think whatever you want to think. And he apologizes just to end the argument and end the conversation. And y'all don't get to the bottom of anything. Now, your new thing is, I don't understand why he doesn't speak to me or tell me anything, because, baby, you don't allow him to. You have now made him feel emotionally unsafe. So why would he come to you and speak to you about anything? Because you are a conversation bully, baby.
All right, go ahead, Drex.
No, I agree with her. Women are innately abusive. It's nature. It's not.
Oh my God.
I mean, my wife is innately abusive.
What? Okay, let's start there.
No, they are. They are. Like, my wife
Not
really
they
got.
are.
I just think you have a really bad like history with women. It sounds like
I don't have a bad history. That's how y'all are.
First of all, you cannot put every woman as that's how y'all are, because you never been with me, you never been with Creole, so you cannot say that's how you
I'm not with y'all.
Okay, so at the end of the day, you can never put that on every woman.
Yes,
you ain't
I
been
can.
with every
Yes,
woman. No, you
yes,
cannot.
I can.
You cannot.
Just like
and
she said that women are conversation bullies. We feel like
y'all do.
No, we feel like
if I'm in a hypothetically speaking, if I'm in a relationship with one of y'all,
look at you.
and I told y'all, and I
just
shared a secret, I said, "Oh, I got one nut. I got one ball. Y'all gonna fucking throw that shit right back in my face if I get into an argument with you.
But look what you're doing.
That's why you got one ball, ugly ass nigga.
Look what you're doing
right now.
That's what you do. That's what y'all do.
Analyze yourself.
I do analyze myself.
Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself.
I do analyze myself in the mirror. Y'all do start. Y'all do that shit. Y'all are innately abusive.
Okay. Like I said, you can't put that on every woman because you ain't been.
Yes, the fuck I can.
No, you can't.
Anyway, okay, so let me just say this. Just like y'all feel like we conversation bullies, I feel like a lot of the time men make it hard for us to come and express ourselves to them.
Come on.
If they're quick to use the word nagging and complaining and shit. But I'm the type of woman that's gonna come to you when I feel like I'm actually hurting or offended.
Exactly.
I let a lot of shit go, but a lot of men, they can't take confrontation, even if it's in the most respectful manner. A lot of men got too much pride to take it. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes,
Y'all men don't do that.
Yes,
look how you acting now.
What? I've been honest. I've been honest ever since I've been on this podcast. Day one.
I'm just turning the tables
about my bullshit. I've been vulnerable. I don't.
How did this turn into y'all?
No, Rasta, I'm trolling.
Yeah, put it at me.
I'm trolling and it ain't y'all because he was saying that about the women.
Yeah,
I don't think all men are like that,
but I feel like.
But I feel like at the end of the day, like, just like y'all feel like we are conversation bullies, it's probably because we ain't been heard for so fucking long.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, like
we have been silenced for years. Come on.
Yeah.
We're not able to express ourselves like y'all are able to express yourselves. That's how I feel. I feel like when it comes down to a female expressing ourselves, we're criticized, we're judged, we're quickly put in a category like you like to do to me. Angry, aggressive, or all that stuff. Like at the end of the day, I never.
Admit yourself.
I'm listening.
I never in my life have been a person or somebody in an argument, or even somebody that I'm dealing with had put me in an aggressive situation where they're saying I'm aggressive, because I can be a very soft and genuine girl. I can come to you calmly and be like, look, babe, this is this and this is that, and we can have a calm conversation. But if you're coming at me raw, I'm gonna come at you back like, yo, what's your problem? What did I do to you? If I don't feel comfortable and safe to have that conversation, I'm not gonna have it. I will easily wipe my hands and walk the fuck on.
Y'all don't like when dudes are fucking vulnerable with you. Only if it benefits you.
That's
only if it benefits you.
Wow. That's a lie.
Y'all do not like when dudes are vulnerable.
Let me tell you something, brother. Can you please shut this man down?
Let me tell you. Come on, Ross. Shut me down. I'm dying to hear it. I'm dying to get shut down.
Tara, can we categorize all men by your actions?
Fuck y'all do that. Y'all do categorize us by fucking.
But listen though,
don't categorize me by his actions.
Drex.
Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. What's the question before I get schooled by Rasta? What's the question?
No, I said you my dog, but don't categorize me by your actions.
I ain't categorizing you.
You good, but don't put me in your shit.
Yeah.
It's too much generalization.
You my dog, but
because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. We love when a man gets vulnerable because it makes us feel special. The fact that you can open up your heart to me, you can cry in front of me, you can be vulnerable with me. That, if anything, that feeds my ego. That shit feels good to know that my man can feel safe with me. That feels good.
When we do that,
yeah, and what dimension?
Or at our lowest point though, because we take on so much shit during the whole day, just trying to, set an example for our household, go out and go do what we got to do, and then come back and make sure that everything is okay on top of y'all being okay and the little one. So it's kind of hard for us to let you know what happened at work or, or whatever might have happened in the day. We kind of don't want to put our problems on y'all, 100%, because especially if you going through something, somebody got to have be kind of more, emotionally balanced, because if both of us is fucked up, then something ain't gonna get right, especially if we is bad communicators. And like how that shit that we just watched, men do that shit too. I've done that shit before. You know what I mean?
Did a couple weeks with Nick.
You got to learn. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
You know what I mean? Weeks to you.
Delivery. You know what I mean? So sometimes
the tonality.
Women don't care about our problems. They only wait at the finish line. They wait at the finish line to see who's going to be the winner.
It's funny.
Women want to be with the winner.
Funny.
Does your wife know you think this about her?
Come on. Yeah, I tell her that to her face.
And
that's probably why.
I'll tell you. I'll give you a good example.
A
few months ago. Hold on. Y'all
that's
first.
Bullying. That's bullying.
That's not bullying.
Yes, that is. If you're using those exact
I'm sorry,
words,
but if my husband told me something like that, he would
fuck. Y'all would be happy that nigga was honest with you.
You know what's funny? It's a picture that my mom used to have, and it's a black family. It's basically the man with his hands over the wife, the wife with her hands up, basically protecting and supporting her husband and being there for her husband, and her over the children. You want to know why? Because that's what we're supposed to be here for. It's supposed to be here to support and love and nurture. That's what we're here for. And that's you're supposed to give us the basically the safe space to be able to do that. But you sitting here literally saying every freaking woman, you can't be vulnerable with no woman, and you don't do it because of what?
Y'all are only nurturing towards your male family members, like your brother, maybe your son, maybe your cousin. But if a dude come home and say, like, look, I'm depressed, I'm really going through this, y'all be like, okay, I hope Rasta, you get it together.
Is you nurturing to you?
I'm hurt. Okay, I'm hurt. I'm hurt then. But let me tell you, real quick, like 2 months ago, I ended up bringing.
Josh, is your wife nurturing to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? I forgot your name. I'm sorry.
Bogey?
Yeah, Bogey. Is your wife nurturing to you?
Yeah, and I'm like the one that's I'm very vulnerable. So like, I mean,
okay.
I need her to just pat me on the back.
I just wanted to
give me the back rub and
a survey of making sure that is not every woman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Drex, I think that part of
but she definitely caresses my cheek with the back of her hand when I'm feeling vulnerable for sure.
Because you have you're set on how you feel about certain things, and I think because of that, that's the outcome that you get.
That's good.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
10 points.
I agree with you.
Just to make it simple, like if you go in thinking I'm gonna fail this test, you're gonna fail it.
You're gonna fail this test. Yeah.
The laws of attraction.
I ain't
never had no bad experience.
I didn't say that my wife wasn't nurturing towards me, but I'm just being fucking honest. My wife also wants to make sure that I'm the fucking winner that she thinks I am.
You just literally said all women are just nurturing to their brothers and their children.
I didn't say that. You didn't give me a fucking chance to finish.
But you just said every woman.
Y'all are nurturing in the sense where, like, okay, everything will be okay, but like, if it's like me, like I said, if I come in saying I lost my job, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna get you another one?
Every woman.
That's not
that's
every
crazy.
woman, bro.
You can't
I ain't gonna lie, that's
categorize
not
every
every
woman
woman.
that way.
Shit.
Drex, if you really believe that if you were to lose your job tomorrow and you came home and your wife said that to you,
just like the Bernie Mac skit, nigga.
She need to go.
All due
She gotta go.
Either she knows the type of person you are and she knows that it was your fault, or she's just not the woman for you.
Yeah.
That's true, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like you just haven't been shown nothing different. I'm being real. Like,
fair enough. I dated a lot. I mean, a lot of women, when I tried to be vulnerable with women, they looked at me like, damn, he being a bitch. So
well,
it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I'ma still feel the way I feel. I don't think women truly do.
Drex, do you think
about
that's a learned behavior?
No, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't care. But how I deal with it personally, I just don't say shit. I mean, if I go through problems with my wife, I don't tell her. She confront me on it. I'm like, yeah, that's how the fuck I felt. I said I don't come to you because I feel like you don't give me that moral support, and you don't know what the fuck to do.
Well, let me just say.
So I just say at
the end of the day,
I go to counseling myself.
But y'all need to go as a couple.
But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of prefer it that way because I don't want my wife to feel like she my counselor.
But the hard pill to swallow, is that
you should be able to confide in your partner.
I don't want to confide in my partner.
Hold on, y'all. Creole trying
what's the point of being in a relationship with it then? If you don't want to confide in your partner.
Creole trying to speak.
They use the shit. Hold on.
I feel like what's so hard for people to realize is that if you keep going through the same old shit with different people, then you need to look in the mirror. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like sometimes and it's not intentional all the time, but we have a victim mindset because we've been treated this way for so long that immediately we think that anytime a woman expresses herself or anytime a woman is doing this, she nagging or she bitching or she this or she that. The reality is, like, if you keep getting fussed at about the same shit in different relationships, or you keep going through the same shit in different relationships, you need to do some self-reflection. You need to practice some self-reflection because it's some things internally that you don't realize you may.
The mirror.
It's some things you don't realize internally you might be projecting on that person.
Fair enough. Nah, that's just how I feel, and honestly, like I said, I prefer it that way. I'm not in a toxic situation, Dennis. It's just how I feel. Women don't care about our problems, and if they do, they use it against us.
That's not true, bro.
It's the reality.
You want to know? It's another thing that I realized about you. You don't listen to understand. You listen to respond. You be quick to respond. You have to take a minute and think about what people are saying to you instead of you just listening to respond and just to give a response. That's not cool.
And I ain't gonna lie, Drex, it's men that thinks like you that don't stick around women like us, who are nurturing, because they're so fucked up and damaged, and they stuck in their own ways. And that's what makes it hard for good women to really find a good man or a man that's willing to open up to them because they think like you.
So it's our fault.
I'm not going to say it's every man's fault.
It's not every man's fault, but at some point you need to be adult enough and man enough to pick yourself apart and see what you can fix. Because it could be you projecting something on somebody.
I take accountability. I just told you all the truth.
No, you're
and also
on the woman.
Sometimes you gotta give yourself time to heal, bro. Because when you jump from relationship to relationship, like people think, 3 months you healed up, 4 months you healed up. Nah, take a whole fucking year off and heal, like level up, like work out, eat healthy, like unclog your fucking mind, like stop watching porn. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit you gotta do. But when you keep that same perspective about a woman, bro, think about it. How you think a person would feel about your daughter?
I don't have a
daughter. Don't you think that?
No, it don't matter.
I'm just saying, but if you did, you wouldn't want them to think the same way, right? Because what she can't come to you about the problem. Personally. See, I can't do that, bro.
I'm being honest.
I just think you just.
I've been with my wife for 10 years. I mean, it's just the reality.
You're gonna mentally.
You sound like you
don't care. Women don't
stuck.
care about our problems. They waiting at the finish. At the finish line.
You're gonna really go into a mental destruction. Seriously, you're gonna mentally destroy yourself because if you keep continually thinking that way, you're gonna go into a mental destruction for real. And that's scary. That's extremely scary because you really not only do you need marriage counseling, you need counseling by yourself. You need to go for yourself.
I go every Friday.
Because
so hold up.
You need to go Monday through Friday. You got some. We gotta figure this shit out, gang.
So hold up. Quick question. You said you was a mama's boy earlier. Do you feel your mother is that way as well?
What you mean? Feel what way?
You don't think your mom cares about your problem?
That's the point I'm trying to make. They said that's what I said. Women are nurturing towards their sons and brothers, maybe a family member. That's why I go to my mom and I tell her my fucking problems. I go to my mom first.
Okay. Why did you marry your wife?
Because I wanted to be in a relationship. I loved her. I wanted to be with her long term. But y'all don't care about qualities. Y'all don't care about our fucking problems though. That's
what
why.
Qualities did she have?
That's the reality I had to
live.
She don't care.
You marry somebody that don't give a fuck about your problems?
Yeah, fuck y'all are like that.
No, see, it's just her then, bro. Yeah, it's just her.